Well, another date, another exciting date. From an excitement standpoint, it might be hard to top Iowa City, but I think going to New Orleans with this format, we're going to see some really, really good guys. And I've told our guys, this is kind of what you see at the NCAA tournament back-to-back days. This caliber of guys, if you look at the rankings. I mean, Oregon State's one of the hottest, most up-and-coming teams right now in college wrestling. And then Cornell, you don't need to say anything. And then, of course, if you do well there, you have a chance at a Penn State. But even if you don't, you're going to get somebody really good. And so that's kind of been my message to the guys is for you guys that want to get just a small taste of what the NCAA championships look like, you get a chance to wrestle two dual meets or two matches on one day and then another match the next day. And so we've got our work cut out for us. But I think we got a little time off. We're working on exams right now. And I know those guys will be excited to get on an airplane Saturday.
What's the confidence level of the team coming off the Iowa duel?
I think the confidence level is the same as it was going in. I think I've said probably numerous times this year with this team is it's a very confident team. And I think they showed that confidence in Iowa City. I think that anybody that watched that match can say that this team's got some swagger, and I don't expect them to be any different. That's just kind of the way they're all wired.
We've talked a lot about Paniro's swagger, but just from a technique standpoint, his whole bag of tricks he talked about, he feels like he can throw so much stuff at so many guys. That's part of what makes him so confident. How would you describe, I guess?
Well, I think the beauty of Paniro is that Paniro thinks he can do just about anything. So he has a lot more bag of tricks than I think he has bag of tricks, right? And that's the most important thing is that as long as he thinks he's got a big bag of tricks, then what I think doesn't matter. So we just see something new out of him all the time. So he's probably got some tricks in there that I don't know about that he's maybe going to release in New Orleans. But there's never a dull moment with Paniro. It's probably bad to follow him in a press conference too because he's kind of like Coach Carr. He's just a show stealer. So, he's got, wow, look at his lineup he's got. He's got the guy from Penn State who's ranked ahead of him. And then, of course, he's got Yanni. So not many places he's going anymore where he's going to see, that many guys ranked ahead of him.
What does it mean to you to have a guy like Paniro who is as young as he is, who is literally not afraid of Yanni, who, in some cases, most guys might be a little nervous, but Paniro's fully ready for the challenge?
Yeah, I mean, it's an intangible that you think you look for on the road when you go recruit. And I always say, don't be a tell me guy, be a show me guy. And Paniro's been telling me for a long time he's pretty darn good, but he's starting to show me that he's pretty good too. So I think sky's the limit with that guy. I'm just curious to see how he progresses, and he's going to have some bumps in the road. I'm curious to see how he handles those bumps.
What do you see just up and down the lineup going in? I mean, do you feel you're pretty much full strength and can throw out your best lineup out there?
The only place that we're, maybe just not quite at the same spot we were maybe, say, when we went to wrestled Wisconsin a month ago would be, obviously at 25 we're nursing an injury that we're going to be back after the first of the year. But I don't think we lose much with Corey Cabanban. I mean, those guys have wrestled a bunch of times, and it's always a one-point match. So I think you're going to get to see that, we got a pretty good guy there. And then we'll weigh in a couple guys. We're going to weigh in Zach Redding again. Ramazan, just in terms of being able to trust him, is going to be the guy there. But, we might use Redding once. 74, I think Broderson's, kind of a little bit in front of Divine right now. We'll take some young guys, like we're going to take Perryman at 25. We're going to take Gaitan at 74. We're not quite sure if we're going to wrestle those guys. They only get so many bullets this year, and we'd like to definitely keep those two guys redshirted. But we're going to take them along for the experience. But other than that, it's going to be pretty much our normal lineup. And, we just got a hold in there for two on Monday and then one on Tuesday.
What were your biggest takeaways for 157 at the UNI Open?
Wow, there's a lot of guys there. We sent 5 guys there. We're really deep, and we've got some I think some up and coming guys at 157. I do think that we were kind of looking for somebody to jump up and separate himself a little bit, and I think Jason Kreischer kind of did that. We'll take Jason and and Isaac Judge both with us this weekend. So, but right now Jason Kreischer's kind of the guy. So, all right, gang. Thanks.